Yep. So, hi everyone for the fourth session of the language week. Today's session will be conducted by Sathvika, Sruthika, and Adarsh. And before that, as always, we'll have a guess the language challenge. Um, yep. So the rules. Okay, I'll tell it for the third or fourth time. I'll be playing a clip or a song, and you will have to guess which language it is. Today, only two clips because I was kind of busy. Yep. So, ready for the first clip? Okay, let's go.
বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে পিরিতি শিখাইছে দেওয়ানা বানাইছে কি জাদু করিয়া গো বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে কি জাদু করিয়াছে বন্দে মায়া
Okay.
Marathi,
Sounds like-
Marathi, I said it first.
Okay. Who said Marathi first?
Bangladeshi Bangla.
Okay. Fine. Marathi, Bangladeshi, then what else?
Bengali.
Okay. I mean, I heard someone say Marathi like first during the music.
Yeah, that was my voice, dude.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so many Bangladeshi. Okay, so if it's Bangladeshi, then it is Bengali, right? Bangladeshi and Bengali are same, no?
No, not at all.
Not at
No.
all.
Not that-
Oh, fine. But this is a Bangla folk song. I'm not sure
So
if
it's Bangladeshi, no? Bangla is the language of Bangladeshis, okay? There are two types of Bengali actually. So that's why it's Bangladeshi, we told no.
Okay, fine. So who told Bangladeshi first? And I guess Shusham told it through mic. He didn't put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I put in the chat for, I don't
Doesn't matter. Both wins.
Okay, fine, both of you. Yeah, so but see, West Bengal Bengali is also called Bangla, you know.
see, we call it Bangla, but there is two types of Bengali, like Khati Bengali and that other type of Bengali, okay?
Bangal
Our
Bengali.
like something, okay? So we Bangladeshi is kind of like this, they will have it's quite a different tone to it, and our Bengali is not like that.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess Shusham said that in his session. I guess Kolkata Bangla is like more pure and stuff, no? I mean,
Not pure. Means like local one.
okay, going into the next clip. Yep. Fine. I heard someone say Gorkha. Yep, you can like the clues could be, you know, the traditional attire that they are wearing. So one guess is Gorkha. What else? Okay, Gorkha, Assamese, Manipuri, Nepalis, Ladakhi. Fine. Okay, multiple guesses. Cool. But the answer is Ladakhi. Yeah, but I guess Hitika got it right. She said Ladakhi.
Yes.
Nice. I mean, see, I think the languages might be a lot similar. Even, you know, the Northeast, the North, all those. See, yep. So it sounds a bit similar. So no offense. Okay, cool. Thank you for only two clips today. Thank you for being interactive. Over to Sathvika.
Bonjour. Science de France. Can we have the presentation, please? Session on French. Science de France. Bienvenue à la science. Du public par Sruthika, dire moi. Adarsh. Okay, that was the introduction, guys. So, as I said again, Science de Français session on French. Uh, it's written as Boyen Venue, but it's pronounced Zia Venue. Just in case you got the script wrong through Google Translate. And LA Science. Welcome to the session. And la session est menu à la demandant do public means this session. Session is session, and demandum is demand, and publicu is basically public. Basically, this is a session conducted by us all. You heard the names, Sruthika, me, Sathvika, on public demand. So I guess, yeah, French is a language that's like quite in demand. So a bit about French. Where all exactly is it spoken? Any guesses? Okay, do I have to call out names? Like a very bad teacher?
France and its colonies, maybe. Its
Okay, that's a very
ex-colonies.
general answer, Abhijit. Yeah, you're right. French is spoken in France, of course. Its colonies were primarily in India, it was like Pondicherry and all, I guess. And it's also spoken quite a bit in Africa, where its colonies were. And so, yeah, so much about French. Now, a bit about history of France. You've all read about that boring old chapter on French Revolution, something called as liberty and all, and unification and nationalism and nation-state theory. So we all read that. I'm just repeating those lines from NCRT history, which I had to cram up to pass my boards. So basically, yeah, French that we speak today, that we are going to learn today, is the French that was originally spoken, written, read as it was in Paris. So we are basically doing Parisian French. The dialects were discouraged, so they are as good as dead now. Uh, so, there's so much about translation and a bit of history. Before we jump to, the details like joy is basically called as Zain, and Nous, Avance, and all those singular, plural adjectives and verbs and details. We have a video for this, which you need to see, which says on the importance of basics, without which, if you try to speak to someone French, and preferably like French is considered to be by many as romantic. So if you're trying to go and try and impress your GF or BF with this, without basic, this is what would happen. So can we have the video, please?
Just let me know if you can hear the video or not first. Can you guys hear the
Nah,
audio?
dude. You'll have to share the voice.
Okay, just give me a second.
Once again, the thing, जिन लोगों ने हिंदी session attend किया था, you'll have to guess a bit of the meanings, just like you did in Hindi. You can DM us your doubts later on. Yeah, video.
Je découpe plow.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je découpe plow.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je déplie blue.
Huh. It's not quite what I'm saying.
Really? Sounds exactly the same to me.
It does? Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's just try it again.
Okay.
Really listen.
Got it.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je te floop flee.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Oh, des fouf.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je de cold blue.
No! Okay, maybe if we just break it down. Okay, let's try it one syllable at a time. Okay, so repeat after me. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Je m'appelle.
Me poupou.
Okay, it's too hard. I can't teach you.
What are you doing?
I have to go before I put your head through a wall.
No. Don't go. I need you. My audition is tomorrow. Chablu blah. Milapi. Umbra.
Like, if you look around like that, but I guess no one wants to look around like that. So let's have the basics. We'll have the alphabets coming up. So yeah, let's see what the alphabets are.
Yeah. So basically, the alphabets are the same as the English language, but the pronunciations are different, obviously. So I'll go to the pronunciations first, and if any of you want to try afterwards, we'll see. So for A, it's pronounced as A. Then B is be. As you can see on the E, there's a little like a line that's slanted. It's called an accent. So because it's there, it changes the way the E sounds. So if it was normally written as BE, you would say B. But then because the accent is there, it's be. Same with the C. C is then pronounced se. Then D is de. E is a. F is again how you is pronounced in such a way that you would say the letter F, like F, but then you add a little, stress it a little, like F. Then G is pronounced J, like J, that J sound is very important. It's pronounced J. Then H is pronounced ash, like ash. You have to stress the A sound a little bit, like ash. Then I is pronounced as E. J is again with the j sound, it's pronounced J. K is ka. L is again pronounced in such a way that you would say the letter L, but again stress it like L. Then M the same way, stress it like M. And then N is N. O is pronounced O, like if you would say O. So it's pronounced like that. P is pe. Q is ku, like it has to come from the throat, like ku. Then R is pronounced as the word air. S is pronounced again how you would say the letter S, like S. T is te. U is pronounced like u. It's like you're saying oo, but then you stop it, like someone interrupts you in the middle, like oo. Then V is pronounced ve. Then W is pronounced double. X is ix. Y is a little bit different pronunciation than the others. It's pronounced Y. It's a little hard, but you can see in the brackets I wrote how you would pronounce it. Then Z is pronounced Z, like how you would say it, Z. Yeah. So does anyone want to give it a, yeah.
Is it the name of the letters or its pronunciation? Because then why, how can it be Y? Then it's not a pronunciation, right?
That's how you would say it. Like if you're saying the alphabet out, that's how you would say it.
Oh, so it's the name of the alphabet, not the
pretty much. Yeah. It's how you, if you were saying like the alphabet, like we say A, B, C, right? So when you're saying it, you would pronounce it in such a way.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Does anyone want to try it out?
No, I guess nobody's interested in participating. And by doing that, guys, you're forgetting one very important principle. This is a language session, it's not a class. So the more you interact, the better you learn. So please kindly interact. Don't make us like, class wali feeling mat dalo yaar ki we have to pick out each and every one. Feel free to interact. It does not matter ki kitna sahi, kitna galat. No one should talk to you. Speak out someone, yaar. We are feeling lonely. Give us company, dude. Anyone. Yeah, bol lo yaar.
It's okay. It's the morning. I get it. So we'll just continue. Adarsh, you can continue.
Yeah. Next slide, please. So as I stressed on, guessing you need some vocab. When someone's speaking out to you, recently these French presidential elections are coming up. I don't know how many of you are rooting for Emmanuel Macron, how many for Le Pen. But avoiding that here, when you listen out to their speeches, you'll figure out a few common words. Now, these are not the same common words. We have picked out a few common vocabs which you can learn and use in your classes once you come offline. The general pen, pencil, book, school bag, boy, girl, airplane, college, teacher, class bench, table, room. So now, Stylo is derived from stylus, which was the olden kind of writing device instruments. You might have heard about the Louvre Museum. So, CC, you can imagine Libre is the book, basically, museum and libraries all have comparable vocabs. Crayon remains crayon, although we imagine it as wax crayons. But yeah, in French, pencil becomes le crayon, le gacon, la filet, avions. Notice on these pronunciations because जब आप fast fast बोल रहे होते हैं in regular everyday practice, although I don't expect everyone to start speaking it really fast. When you are teaching someone, you try to sound extra clear so as to ensure as repeating the same lines. Every language has its own anatomy, so you need to focus on the mouth movements, how the tongue moves. Université, it becomes professeur, it becomes instead of the normal professor that we use in English. So yeah, all these are the common vocabs. Now, after vocabs comes lines. So here are a few lines which our CEO Abhijit inspired us to repeat here in public this session. So je remains je only, and rest you can read it out. They remain pretty much the same, like aim, bien, viox, imposer, goose. All these things remain the same. You can just read it out and preferably memorize it and use it, deploy it wherever you feel like. So all the best. I won't see these lines here, but yeah, you can use this once in college offline, maybe behind a tree or somewhere. So all the best, everyone, regarding these lines. Next slide.
Wait. Teach us how to tell it. Pronounce it.
Abhi, that is, see, take the first sentence. Let me do that.
What? You want me to tell the first sentence?
No. You asked me like how to pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the sentence goes with it. See, I love you means that je stands for I. That is the singular first person. Okay, the je stands the same. The when it comes after, comes before the verb, right? After the verb, the e gets E gets into silence. Okay.
Oh.
So in the you will remove the e and you will add that apostrophe.
Okay.
That is one important kind of rule in French what we follow. When it comes before the verb or the important word, the second person will get silenced. Second word will get silent. That is the e or a, whatever it is. Take for example, verb to Merpus, in that the third sentence, will you marry me, right? In that also another e will come, the e gets removed and the apostrophe is added. So like when you say, what you will say, je t'aime, which means I love you.
Okay, so je t'aime. Je t'aime.
She said the pronunciation, je.
Je t'aime.
Je.
That's what I said. Je.
A little more you have to.
It's not je, dude. It's je.
Just stress it a little.
Right.
Je.
Je. Je.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
You're getting close, practice it.
Place z in front, then you'll get the exact je.
Fine. Je t'aime bien.
Je t'aime. Je t'aime.
Oh, it's je t'aime. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said now. E will get silenced into it, so the word gets combined and it will pronounce as a single sound. The word will come as a single sound. Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime or je t'aime bien.
Okay, Abhijit, if you are having trouble, we'll try to simplify it for you. The simple line will become je vous aime. That basically, अगर लिखें तो text में it will be je. So that same je that first part remains common. After that, if you are having the problem remembering how to pronounce that TM, so you put booze, okay, booze. I hope you know booze, right? So then you put the same AIME and the same DIN. So then the pronunciation would become simpler for you. Can you pronounce that?
You want me to
That
pronounce the
becomes
second one?
Jabuz them beyond. Jabuz them beyond. That's how it becomes. Can you repeat that, Abhijit?
Hey, tell it again.
Jabuz
Yes.
them, Jabuz them beyond.
Wait, from where did
Booze
booze them come?
Yeah. That's what I'm telling. If you're having trouble pronouncing that T now, we'll replace it with BOUS. Booze.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's
That
like
will
a
simplify it for
synonym
you
like
because
that.
this T is becoming complicated for first-time learners. So you can
Fine.
also use booze. Okay, that will simplify the pronunciation as well as it will convey the same meaning. So booze, and then you have to remember that aim will become combined with it. You won't write it same. This is thing that will come with practice. So then you put in je vous aime beyond. That's how it will
Oh,
become.
fine. Je vous
ठीक है?
aime bien.
Can you repeat that full?
Je vous aime bien.
Je vous aime beyond. Correct.
Yeah, I'll get it later.
Yeah. Anytime. Chalo. Anyone else? Very good. CEO is participating. Standing ovation virtually. Anyone else wants to try these tongue twisters on? Feel free to do that. Okay, I guess we can move on. So yeah, well tried, Abhijit. We should move on with the session. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So next these are the commonly mispronounced words. These are actually, as you might have seen some of these in an English conversation, but they're actually French words which are commonly mispronounced due to the English, because of the English language. So the first one is, you might have heard it as croissant, but it's actually pronounced croissant, as you can see right here beside it. And the next one is carousel, which is a merry-go-round. It's actually pronounced carousel. You have to like stress the middle of the word. And then, as you can see in the English word, it's S, but it's pronounced with a Z sound. So it's like carousel. And then the next one is macaroon, which, if you don't know what it is, it's like a small dessert type thing. It's like a small tart. So it's pronounced macaroon in English, but then in French, you should actually say it as macaron. And then next is crepe. A crepe is like a tiny pancake, which is either eaten as a sweet dish or a savory one. It's pronounced crepe, like just immediately, just you have to stop it, like crepe. It's pronounced like that in the French language. And then there's champagne. It's pronounced as champagne. Like you have to continue with the E sound, like champagne. And then everyone knows Louis Vuitton. It's a famous brand. It's actually pronounced Louis Vuitton. And then finally, I guess everyone knows the saying Bon Appetit. In the French language, you actually don't pronounce the last T at the end of the word. It's just pronounced Bon Appetit. Yeah. Does anyone want to try saying these words? Abhijit, anyone?
I know the word number 5 will confuse you all guys because English in pronunciation is quite similar. It's called champagne. And here it is champagne. Champagne. That's how it will come out. In English, it's champagne. That's how it comes out.
Yeah. So does anyone, Abhijit, do you want to take it, or Praveen, anyone want to try it out, these words? Okay, then I'll just move on. So then next comes the verb classification or conjugation. So it's actually a bit advanced and it takes a lot of practice to get a hang of. But it's necessary if you want to actually grasp the entire French language. But since it's the first session, I'm just going to explain it very briefly. The general verbs in French are generally of two types, regular and irregular verbs. Then again, the verbs again are divided into three types based on the last two letters of which the words would end, which is ER, IR, and RE. So before all that, first you guys need to know the pronouns, which will always precede a verb in a sentence. They will always be before any conjugated verb. So these are the pronouns. So je is I basically. Tu is you in a singular and informal way you would use it. Then il is he, elle is she, nous is we, as in like us. Vous is you, again, but in a plural and formal way. Then there's ils and elles, which is basically they. When you want to say they are doing so and so, you would use ils and elles. So then, as you can see in the table, that each branch of these suffixes has a certain set of letters attached to each pronoun. So what you would do is generally, is if you take a verb like this, parler, as you can see on the screen, which means to speak, you would remove the last two letters, which is these two, er, and then you would attach these letters according to your conversation. Like first one right here says je parle, right? That means I speak. So what they did was they removed the er and then they added the e according to this table. So the same way you would do for the rest of the pronouns. Like I speak is je parle, tu parles is you speak, il parle is he speak, elle parle is she speak. Then there's nous parlons, which means we speak, vous parlez, which means you speak but in a formal way. Then there's ils parlent and elles parlent, which means they speak. I know it's a little confusing and conjugation takes a lot of practice, but if you really want to learn it more, then this is the starting of you have to start with this. So yeah.
Guys, picture abhi baki hai.
One thing I will ask.
Yeah.
Here that first the word is parlor, then it is parler, then it is parless, parlons, parles, parlant. So what makes these changes?
It's just what makes these changes means like why
it is changing with like if I use J, then it will be parler. If it is I am using like two, then it will be parless. Is it like that?
Yeah, like I said, each letter, each pronoun has to be followed by a certain set of letters. So because this is er, the word is ending in er. If you look at this table, if you want to say I speak, then according to the pronoun je, which is I, the word should end with e. So it's like that. If you want to use je, you have to end it with a certain letter at the end. Like I said, it's a little complex, but this is just the basic. I just explained in the most general way. So yeah. Now Sruthika will continue the next.
Hi guys, so let's get to know the numbers in French. For 1, it's a. For 2, it's de. Then trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix. For 11, it's onze, douze, treize, quatorze, quinze, six, dix-sept, dix-huit, dix-neuf, and one. Can anyone like read this out or?
And guys, one thing I would like to add here, यहाँ पे just like any other number system, you just have to memorize the first 20. After that, just like you have 1, 2, and then you become it becomes 21, 22. Just like that, you just have to copy paste this thing like that wing on, wing down, something like that. That's how it becomes. Okay. So you after 20, you just need to learn the number for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. After that, 100 becomes cent. So this is all that you have to learn, and then you can just copy paste and adjust the number system. So you can basically count on till 100. So it's easy. You can try it out.
Also, guys, did you notice that 17, 18, and 19 are similar to 7, 8, and 9? Because it says this sept, this wheat, and this nef. So I'll repeat it again. It's un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, onze, douze, treize, quatorze, quinze, six, dix-sept, dix-huit, dix-neuf, and one. Okay.
Then
now
why
we
is
learn.
not, why is not
Yeah.
12 and 13 Dix, Dukes, and Dix Trice, and instead it's something else, or Dix Cotter?
I don't know. It's just the
Just
way
to
it
make
is.
your life more hard, Abhijit,
No,
just to make your life more hard.
actually, Dix is 10, right? And then sept is 7. So 17 is 10 plus 7, right?
Yeah, but that's
So,
only
like-
for 17, 18, and 19.
Yeah, that's only specifically for those three numbers.
Okay.
Okay, so now we'll learn the days of the week, which is les jours de la semaine, which means the days of the week. So for Monday, it's lundi, and for Tuesday, it's mardi, and for Wednesday, it's mercredi, for Thursday, it's jeudi, for Friday, it's vendredi, and for Saturday, samedi, for Sunday, it's dimanche. It would be great if someone could, tell this aloud.
I will say.
Yeah.
Monday is lundi, Tuesday is mardi, Wednesday is what is that? Mercredi.
Mercredi.
Okay, Mercredi. Oh no. Thursday is Judy. Judy. Friday is Jadi. Okay.
Jadi.
Friday. Jadi. Okay. Jadi. Friday is what is this?
Wednesday.
Vandradi. Okay, Vandradi. And Saturday is Samedi. And Sunday is Dimanche. Okay.
Dimanche.
Dimanche.
Samedi.
Okay.
Saturday.
Dimanche. Okay.
Thank you. That was good. Yeah. So we'll learn the months of the year next, which is le mois de l'année. So for January, it's Janvier, Février, Mars, Avril, May, June, Juillet, Août, September, October, November, and December. It's just it sounds similar, but there's a little bit difference. So, and specifically for August, it's a lot different. It's Août. Okay, moving on. We'll learn this now. Yeah.
How do you translate I want to go to Mars in March in French? I mean, Mars and Mars kind of looks. How do you say Mars in French? I mean, the planet Mars.
It'll be the same only.
Oh, so
Mars.
won't there be confusion?
There will be. A lot of words are kind of similar in French.
Abhi, one thing is that you can't change what to say. The nouns will be as same. Like Praveen Kumar will be said same as Praveen Kumar in French. You don't have changes in that. Okay, so the planets will also be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Hindi it's.
The one thing you can change is that you can change the third person or the verb in it. That's it. Other things you cannot change. As like it will be in English as in French, the same.
Yeah, there might be a word, but okay.
Okay. So the seasons. Yeah. Before that, can I know what are your favorite seasons? Any one of you or all of you?
Autumn.
Okay, so we'll start with
Spring.
that. Okay. So for autumn, it's l'automne, and for spring, it's le printemps, and for winter, it's l'hiver, and for summer, it's l'été. So, mm, if you'd say it's cold in winter, you'd say il fait froid en l'hiver. And if you would say like it snows in winter, you'd say il neige en hiver. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay. No, the previous slide. Yeah. So let's learn to greet people in French and to introduce ourselves. So salut means hi. Enchanté means nice to meet you. And hello simply means hello. And if you'd say like a good evening or hello, it's bonsoir. Bonne nuit means good night. Excusez-moi means excuse me. Oui means S. It's not OE, it's we. And non means no. And ça fait longtemps, this dong means long time no see. It's a little long sentence, but yeah. And comment ça va or comment ça va means how are you, which is like a formal way, comment ça va. And ça va, if you're like saying to a friend that is in an informal way, you'd say ça va means how are you. And au revoir means goodbye. Ciao means see you or bye, like that. And you must have also noticed that ciao is also used in a few other languages like Spanish and Italian. Yeah. And como allez-vous means how are you, which is in a formal way. Again, como ça va, it's kind of same only. Then merci means thank you. Merci beaucoup means thank you very much. And adiman means see you tomorrow. Yeah, next slide. By the way, does anyone want to try out those greetings?
Yeah, I will try.
Okay.
Even I'll try some.
Yeah.
That page is not visible, I guess. That table one.
Yeah. Just a second.
Okay. So, hello, good morning is bonjour.
Yeah.
Hi is salute. Nice to meet you is enchanté. Hello is allo. Good night is what is this? Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit.
Bon
It's
nuit.
actually bon nuit.
Bon nuit.
Bonne nuit. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me is excuses moi.
Moi.
Moi. Okay. Excuses moi. Yes is oui. No is none. Long time to see. बाप रे. Fight long temps this dong. Oh my goodness. Okay. How are you? Comment. Kawa.
It's Komasava.
Kama.
Yeah.
Kama.
Komasava.
What?
ça-
English.
Comma.
COMMA.
Comment ça va?
Okay. Como Sava. Oh my god. Okay.
Komasava.
It happens,
Goodbye
dude.
is
Koi na.
au revoir.
It's
Okay.
au revoir.
Au revoir.
Yeah.
Okay. Sia is shao.
Yeah.
Ciao.
How
Right.
are you? Is comma alevo something like that. Okay.
Como allez-vous?
Alevu. Okay. Thank you. Is mercy.
Oh,
See you tomorrow. Is the man.
yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
Wait, it's Mercy or
Merci.
Messi?
Merci. M-E must be
R
C.
is Han, right? Messi.
Yeah, merci.
Wait,
Merci.
R is pronounced.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Messi, like Messi. Okay, I'm not telling it right, but okay.
Okay. Abhijit, do you want to try some?
Hmm, I will try some, like
At that
we.
time.
How do you tell we? We, right?
We.
We,
Yeah.
we.
Yeah.
And hello, Bonsoir, Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Oh yeah, bonsoir. And good night is bon nuit. Bon
No,
nuit.
bonne nuit. Yeah, bonne nuit. You don't
Bon
pronounce the
nuit.
T.
Oh, okay, sorry. Bon nuit. And excuse-moi. Excuse-moi.
Excusez-moi.
Okay. Excusez-moi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. Okay. So let's learn to introduce ourselves in French. First, I'll be introducing myself, and then I'll be, translating it sentence by sentence. Okay. So it's like, salut, je me présente, je m'appelle Sruthika, j'ai 18 ans, j'habite en India, je suis étudiant, je prends le français depuis 2 ans. Un de mes hobbies est de regarder des films. Un de mes films préférés est Oxygen. J'aime écouter de la musique and chanter. Merci. So, as we've learned before, salut means hi. And je me présente means let me introduce myself. And je m'appelle Sruthika. So, je m'appelle is my name is. So, if you'd say je m'appelle John or something, it means my name is John or something like that. Any name, you can use your name. J'ai 18 ans means this week is 18 in French. This week. We have learned that before. Yeah, so I'm 18 years old and j'habite means I live in. J'habite en India. I live in India. Je suis étudiant. I am a student. Étudiant means student in French. J'apprends le français depuis 2 ans. Means I've been learning French for 2 years. Do means two. We have learned that before. And one of my hobbies is watching films, and my favorite film is Oxygen. All that. Je t'aime means
Okay.
I like. Yeah.
Talking about Oxygen, guys, is the perfect movie to watch for as to keep in touch with your French. It's a French movie with subtitles available on Netflix. Do watch it. It's a fun movie, and it gives us a perfect ending to this wonderful session. जैसे इस session में, we focus on how important the basics is and how important it is to know where you're going, which is the basics on which you're building up your French language. In the movie, there's this girl who gets trapped in a cryogenic cell with no memory of who she is and where she came from and how she came into this. And she's trying to survive. But she doesn't get too far on the starting basis. So, just like that, till the time you don't know the basics and you start focusing on the basics, then you'll be able to go far into French language as such. And let's hope you have the best of times in your French interviews, probably in Airbus or something. So we hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you, everyone.